redemption to the Spirit of Massachusetts Trot. It's Remember Titans, local hopes here. Driver Jay Randall for trainer Jackie Greene. Kellogg Racing Stable LLC of Queensbury, New York, and the Jackie Greene Stables LLC. Notsonice. Todd McCarthy for trainer Stephen Brabrook. The owners J. Paul Hoover and the Elite Harness Racing LLC of Myerstown, Pennsylvania. PL Notsonice. A little bit of experience here at Plainridge. Went 2 for 2 last year in some open handicaps. 5 for 13 this year. Incommunicado, a driver change here. Driver change. Trainer-driver Okie Svanstedt for the owners Knutson Trotting of Delray Beach, Florida. Little E LLC of New York, New York. A. Geiger and D. Stoltz. Incommunicado. 2. 2019 Hambletonian champion is owned and trained by trainer Luke Blais. The driver change here to Mark McDonald. Forbidden Trade. 3 for 7 this year. 152 and 2 at Woodbine Mohawk. Inaminute Hanover, owned by Determination of Quebec, Canada. Trained by Luke Blais. Driver change here to Drew Monty. Inaminute Hanover. Upset win in the 2021 Simcoe at Woodbine Mohawk. Finished 7th in the Breeders' Crown Final last year. Came out of Tim Tetrick. Looking for the Barton Spirit of Mass double. Looking for his second win here in the Spirit of Massachusetts. Loved by the Masses, Tim Tetrick for trainer Jeff Cullipher. Pollock Racing LLC of Pennsylvania and Jeff Cullipher, the co-owners. Loved by the Masses, was second in the Crawford. Was the Lee Invitational winner at Harris Philly last May. 7 for 10 this year, 151 flat at Harris Philly. Over $500,000 in lifetime earnings for the 8. Loved by the Masses. Owned by Scuderia My Horse Incorporated of Delray Beach, Florida. Second in the field for trainer Okie Svanstedt. Dexter Dunn is in the bike. Dexter Dunn looking to win 3 Spirit of Massachusetts trots in a row. Alrajah won the Italian-bred $1.2 million in lifetime earnings. Made his U.S. debut in the Crawford Farms last time out at the Meadowlands 3 weeks ago. A dazzling 150 and 4, beating his stablemate Ecurie D, the heavy favorite in that race. Alrajah won 18 to 1 in the Crawford. 4 to 5 on the board now. Alrajah won. The Italian-bred completes the field. Race 9, it is the Spirit of Massachusetts Trot. They're going for $250,000. Mike Cushing, Mike Sweeney, we welcome you two back in here as we... Ridge Park, track announcer Lenny Calderon, the call of the 2022 Spirit of Massachusetts.
It is now post time. In the field for today's featured 9th race, the $250,000 Spirit of Massachusetts Trot, lining up and moving in. From the inside out, Eurobond, It's Academic, Remember Titans, PL Notsonice, Incommunicado, Forbidden Trade, Inaminute Hanover, Loved by the Masses, and rounding out the field at a post 9, Alrajah won it. This field is in motion. We are ready for the start. And they're off from the inside. It's Academic going out for the lead. Good start for It's Academic. Incommunicado moving up on the outside. Down inside, Eurobond comes away 3rd. Forbidden Trade on the outside, racing in 4th. On the outside, Loved by the Masses. Down inside, it's Remember Titans. Followed by PL Notsonice. And true on the field, it's Inaminute Hanover. Off stride, back of the pack. Eurobond. Eurobond is off stride at the back of the pack. Opening quarter on the board goes in 26 and 1. They're in the stretch for the first time. On top here, showing the way, It's Academic. Rolling up on the outside, here comes Forbidden Trade. Incommunicado right there, trotting 3rd. Loved by the Masses, 4th gap of 2. Remember Titans, followed by Alrajah won it. Length back, PL Notsonice as they swing around the clubhouse turn. Length back towards the inside. It is Inaminute Hanover, and way back from the field, back on the trot, it's Eurobond. Halftime goes in 54 and 2. They strain out down the backstretch. And it's Forbidden Trade on top by a length, moving up on the outside with a rush. Here comes Loved by the Masses. And Loved by the Masses on the outside comes on to get the lead up. On the outside, on the attack now, 2nd, Alrajah won it. Towards the inside, Forbidden Trade has given way back to 3rd. Up on the outside, coming on 4th, it's Academic. 3/4 on the board here in 1, 22 and 2. Around the final turn, Loved by the Masses. Alrajah won it, draws alongside those two now. Head and head, nose to nose for the lead. They're at the top of the stretch and turn for home on the grandstand side. Alrajah won it, draws clear, opens up by a lane towards the inside. Loved by the Masses on the grandstand side. It's Academic in deep stretch. It will be Alrajah won it, wins the Spirit of Massachusetts Trot. Time for the mile, 150 and 3. new track record. Number 9, Alrajah Wanted, a 6-year-old bay horse by Maharaja at Amariu by Greene. Owned by the Scuderia My Horse Stable, trained by OK Svanstedt. Driven to victory by Dexter Dunn. Alrajah Wanted, trotting the mile in 1:50.3. That is a new lifetime mark and a new track record for age trotting horses here at Penn National Gaming. Director of Racing here at Plainridge Park, Mr. Steve O'Toole. General Manager Society, Mr. John Campbell. Once again, congratulations going out to winning driver
who gets it done. Beside me to my right here is Sarah Svanstedt, wife of trainer Oki Svanstedt. And Sarah, tell us how this horse has been since getting into your barn earlier this year.
He had a kind of short program to get the race ready because he was late into US, and he had been easy since day one to work with, so it hasn't been a hustle, and we're thankful for that. So proud of him to see him.
Now, he was very impressive in that Crawford trot, of course, defeating his stablemate, Ecurie D. And then when I asked you a couple weeks ago at the Meadowlands if any of your 4 eligibles were going to be in this race, you're very confident saying that Alrajah was coming up here.
Yeah, he took that race good, so the next goal was this one, and now it's the Cashman.
Now, Dexter, you've now driven this horse twice in a row here. And by the way, that is a track record here for the aged horses, 50-3. So clearly you've got to thank for track records after Bella Bellini's mile and an 8th, as well as, of course, Bulldog Hanover's incredible mile.
Yeah, well, you know, it's helps a lot when you got horsepower to work with, Edison, and I had a lot, so those horses, especially this guy today, so it makes my job easy.
So with a horse like this that obviously does very well off the lead, as we saw in the Crawford and in this race as well, does that make your job a little easier from post 9?
You know, post 9's never easy against top trotters or top horses, but he makes it easy. You know, we got around a couple, didn't get too far back, and then got a pretty live toe sort of till halfway down the back when Timmy crossed the lead, so after that, he was doing it pretty easy. We just sort of had to nurse him around that last turn, make sure he got around safely, and he sort of coasted up the straight. He's, you know, like I said, he does all the hard work, and he makes my job easy. Now, Sarah, any idea on what may be down the road this year for Alrajah the rest of the way?
Well, like I said, the Cashman in 2 weeks on the Hamiltonian Day, and after that he has Lexington, British Crown, and it's a lot of races for them coming up. So it's just to manage them, don't overrace them, so it's up to the horses to show a way of when they can race or not. So, but he's a pretty easy horse to manage.
Now, Dexter, the critical question here: Tim Tetrick has won 4 Clara Bartons in a row, and he still has his photo on the elevator doors. So, if the powers that be are listening, you've won 3 Spirit of Massachusetts in a row, 2 with Manchego, and now Alrajah. You think you maybe should be on there next year?
I think so, right, Edison? I think you know, get that red head off there and get me on there. I think it would look all right. But you know, Timmy's obviously won 4. I might come back next year and maybe get 4 before I get up there.
Well, hopefully we'll see both of you two back here in the winner's circle next year. Congratulations to the 2022 Spirit of Massachusetts Trot Champion Alrajah 1 IT with Oki Svanstedt training and Dexter Dunn in the bike.